The global tech industry is facing a massive structural reset right now. Traditional software engineering, as we know it, is fundamentally over. Major tech hubs from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen are completely rethinking their hiring strategy. If you are a junior developer relying on basic React or Python skills, your career is highly vulnerable. We are rapidly moving past simple code completion tools like GitHub Copilot. We have officially entered the era of fully autonomous AI software engineers. The release of Devon by Cognition Labs was merely the opening shot. Now we are seeing complex multi-agent systems, the entire software development lifecycle, autonomously. These agents do not just autocomplete lines. They intelligently plan the software architecture. They write the complex front-end and back-end code framework. They execute live terminal commands to install dependencies. They systematically debug their own runtime errors in real time. They deploy the final application directly to a live production server. This is not some distant sci-fi concept mapped for 2030. This is happening on corporate enterprise networks today. Venture capitalists and tech CEOs realize a stark truth. An AI agent costs a tiny fraction of a senior human salary and works uninterrupted 24 hours a day. It never takes a random coffee break, never complains about strict project deadlines. The raw productivity delta is simply too severe for any rational business to ignore. The historic days of hiring a massive team of humans to build a basic crude web application are officially dead. Welcome to the automated software factory revolution. The manual codebase itself is rapidly becoming an artifact of the past. How exactly do these autonomous software systems actually work? Let us strip away the corporate marketing vaporware and look at the underlying neural architecture. Modern AI software engineers operate on a complex multi-agent framework. Instead of a single massive language model trying to execute everything linearly, complex tasks are delegated to highly specialized agents. You have a dedicated project manager agent that breaks down the initial user prompt into a structured JSON task list. You have a front-end agent focusing solely on advanced React components and deep CSS architecture. You have a dedicated back-end agent securely structuring the database schema and routing the API endpoints. Finally, you have a rigorous QA agent that constantly tests the newly written code against the strict required specifications. These digital agents communicate rapidly with each other inside an isolated virtual sandbox environment. Utilize programmatic tools like isolated Docker containers and secure external API connections. A prime technical example is the open-source framework AutoGen, developed heavily by Microsoft Research. Researchers clearly demonstrated that multiple specialized agents conversing with each other can solve difficult coding problems drastically faster than a single prompted model. They simulate an entire highly efficient virtual engineering team. If the back-end agent accidentally pushes broken configuration code, the QA agent instantly reads the terminal error stack trace. It precisely identifies the faulty logic node and commands the back-end agent to rewrite the function. This iterative feedback loop happens in milliseconds. The system literally self-corrects at machine speed until the final compilation succeeds flawlessly. It is a deterministic brute force approach fundamentally powered by high-speed neural networks. This is the relentless new paradigm of modern software development. So why does this specific technological shift actually matter to you directly? Because the massive economic barrier to building powerful software has just collapsed entirely overnight. For the last 20 successful years in the Valley, creating a heavy scalable enterprise application required hundreds of thousands of dollars in venture capital seed funding. You actively had to hire expensive, highly specialized senior engineers for the front-end, back-end, and massive DevOps pipeline. Today, you can simply deploy a full-stack AI agent virtual team for mere pennies on the dollar. A single independent solo founder with absolutely zero formal coding experience can now aggressively build complex enterprise-grade dynamic software. The prompt-driven AI agent essentially becomes your tireless technical co-founder. Look closely at the recent internal corporate data from the fintech startup Klarna. They recently announced publicly that their newly automated AI customer service assistant is currently doing the exact equivalent work of 700 full-time human agents. The exact same hyper-automation tidal wave is now aggressively hitting the core software engineering sector directly. If traditional legacy companies fail to adopt these autonomous agents quickly, they will be outpaced violently and aggressively by lean competitors. A nimble modern startup actively utilizing an AI engineering team can seamlessly iterate and ship new product features 10 times faster than a massive legacy corporation bogged down by heavy human bureaucracy. Modern digital market demands absolute velocity above all else. This brutal hyper-acceleration will aggressively flood the global internet with billions of new dynamic AI-generated web applications. The fundamental economic value of the tech sector is literally no longer in writing boilerplate basic code syntax. True immense financial value is now strictly in defining the precise core business logic and clearly mapping out the initial architectural vision. The basic manual execution layer of software engineering has been commoditized entirely. What exactly does the direct fundamental future of the digital tech stack actually look like? We are rapidly moving towards completely prompt-driven, highly dynamic generative software architectures. The historical legacy concept of manually maintaining a massive static codebase in a massive GitHub repository is becoming highly and fundamentally obsolete. Why would any modern tech company manually store and painstakingly update millions of lines of complex legacy logic? An advanced trained AI reasoning model can simply generate the exact required web application natively on the fly dynamically at runtime. Industry insiders actively call this radical new system paradigm expansive ephemeral software. The functioning application literally only physically exists when the end user directly requests it. If you desperately need a highly custom accounting tool for your niche small business today, the AI instantly builds a fully personalized dashboard interface just for your specific use case. When you physically close the active browser tab, the application effectively ceases to exist entirely. This completely eliminates the brutal physical need for complex server node maintenance, messy Git version control conflicts, and massive legacy technical debt. Furthermore, we will definitely see a dramatic exponential rise in raw agent-to-agent network communication. Human-readable graphical user interfaces will rapidly become purely an optional luxury. Instead of a slow human manually clicking colorful buttons on a flashy dashboard website, a personal private AI assistant agent will instantly connect directly to a secure external cloud API network. It will securely execute the required financial transaction automatically and report the clean parsed results directly back to you. The fundamental core architecture of the global internet grid is shifting drastically and permanently. It is rapidly shifting from serving slow human eyeballs to serving highly efficient machine logic algorithms. This is the invisible underlying digital infrastructure being aggressively built right now, securely behind the scenes. So how do you actually survive and heavily thrive in this incredibly ruthless new automated AI ecosystem? You must rapidly pivot your entire technical skill set immediately starting today. Stop manually memorizing basic coding syntax for legacy web frameworks that an AI model can fluently write in less than 3 seconds. Instead, you critically need to aggressively learn deep system architecture, complex advanced prompt engineering, and fundamental core business logic design. You must deeply understand exactly how to accurately orchestrate multiple AI agents to securely execute a complex, massive product autonomously. The sharp modern developers who successfully adapt to this system will literally become entire one-person, massive engineering firm agencies overnight. They will instantly command immense global leverage and quickly capture massive digital market value cleanly. The legacy developers who stubbornly refuse to adapt to this reality will be rendered completely obsolete within the next 36 months guaranteed. The digital software paradigm shift is absolutely relentless, and it simply does not care about your past prestigious industry experience. The autonomous AI software revolution is here right now, and it is aggressively hungry for pure maximum efficiency. Are you going to be the skilled master architect directing the powerful AI software machines? Or are you going to be obsolete slow legacy coder violently replaced by them? That is the ultimate billion-dollar critical question you must strictly answer for yourself today. If you want to absolutely stay ahead of the massive rapid tech curve and deeply master the bleeding edge of global artificial intelligence, you critically need to smash that big subscribe button down below right now immediately. Join the fast-growing, hyperactive NeonSync AI digital revolution today, before you get permanently left behind in the technological dust. We fiercely cut right through the messy corporate mainstream noise to proudly bring you the pure high-octane truth signal. Fully turn on the notification bell so you never miss another critical rapid tech update from us. Let us effectively build the powerful, high-speed automated software future together, one rapid minute at a time. Stay actively sync, stay extremely sharp, and we will aggressively see you in the very next high-voltage upload.